Hi, guys. Welcome to episode 4, the Den Unracked. I'm Watty Watt. Thank you for joining us. I'm joined by my co-host, Dylan Armbrust, our producer, Brandon Young, and we have a special guest, pro motocrosser, Bronson McClure.
What up?
Bronson, this is what I know about him. I've known him for quite some time, but very successful rider. Won a few, was in 7 championships, won 200, or started on 250 starts. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Bronson.
Yeah, I'm 24 years old. I grew up here in Arvada, Colorado. I raced professional motocross. I've known Dylan and Watty both for, probably like 10 years now. It's been a long time. So I've trained here a little bit with Dylan. I've known Watty for a long time. Just doing the thing, you know?
Yeah. So Dylan, like when you guys came, he came to you what age? Do you remember?
I don't know. How old were you when you came, Bronson? Like 18 maybe? 16, 17?
Oh, no. Younger than that.
Was he younger than that?
Yeah, I don't even think I could drive. My mom
couldn't drive.
Okay, so he's 15.
Drive.
I can't remember. You know, they just all blend. But
dementia affects your mental and your phone. So, So in that, you know, like who brought you in? Like, did you like Google and say I'm gonna go lift weights all of a sudden, or what sparked that?
Yeah, so my parents actually grew up with Dylan their whole childhood or whatever, and
holy shit, 1912.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
So yeah, they. I was at about the time where things started to take off and get a little more serious, and fitness was definitely something that I lacked in, and I didn't really know much about the whole fitness thing right away. And my parents said, "Just come train with Dylan," and he started it all off for me.
So when did you start motocross?
I started racing. I think 2008 was my first year. I think it was like 4 or 5.
Jeez,
yeah.
That's crazy that it's just like the ranch. You can drive vehicles out there.
Sure.
You drive a motorcycle before you're 16. When you got into it, was it a family thing? Was it something your family did, and that's why you're like, hey, we ride, you ride?
Yeah, my grandpa raced. He got my dad into it, and then my dad raced a little bit. He wasn't very good, but he got me into it.
Dad, you got called out. You're not very good.
Yeah. He was, more of a weekend warrior type of thing, and he got me into it. And, I don't think me or him thought it was ever going to go this far.
Really? Okay.
So it's pretty cool that it's gone this far.
Dylan, when he came in, like usually, I've known Dylan forever. Dylan, I would consider myself a very successful guy in Colorado. Dylan being almost even maybe a little higher because he's had some few placings higher in the pro athletics. Did you want to coach a kid? Did you want to coach a motocrosser? Were you?
Well, I grew up with Bronson's father. We were really good friends when we were kids, so I loved motocross. The problem with me is I could never afford it. My parents were like, yeah, you're not getting a bike. You can go watch your friends. But I loved watching it, so I was a big fan, and I heard Bronson was riding, you know, as he grew up, and his father called me and asked, you know, I said, hey, Bronson needs to gain some weight so he can stay on his bike and handle a little bit better, you know, and he was doing really good. He was already like, I think you were best rider in the state back then. So I found it as a challenge, found it exciting, you know, fun to do. So we brought him in the gym and started having him lift some weights.
On that note, did you start him out with food too? Was the food a big aspect of this thing?
Well, I tried to get a meeting. I tried to tell him how important it was and tell him his choices were different. And I mean, you're a typical kid, you know, eating Pop-Tarts for lunch, breakfast, and you know, candy bar.
Even now, he's a lean, mean guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, at 24, body's still down, so you see some of your guys you went to high school with, they're fat. So no matter what, he's a leaner, ectomorphic guy. And I'm sure you're really skinny when you came to Dylan. And I'm sure he was fairly weak because, like, I started lifting way early because of wrestling. Was it a challenge to learn how to do these things that, these are pretty progressive things. He's a progressive trainer.
Yeah, I think he got me into it pretty quickly. I think the first day it was like I thought it was pretty easy because like he didn't push me super hard, and then the second day I was like, I don't ever want to come back here.
Oh, there we go. That's the one. I watch him train. If you guys know Derek Wolf, he was a Super Bowl champ. And I watch Dylan break that dude. So I'm like, I'm never excited. Dylan used to train with me, break me. So I'm like, any guy would say the first day was easy. I was like, well, I don't know who the fuck showed up on that day.
It's like, you better not come tomorrow.
Don't say that out loud. So going into that, you know, did you know about? One thing I noticed when young kids do this, that you have the cafeteria, you have your friends. I trained a pro motocrosser, Hunter Meyer. He knew nothing about lifting, nothing about food. You guys got multiple races a day?
Yeah, so typically, like, I guess the pro schedule, you do 2 15-minute qualifying sessions, and that basically just gives you your gate pick for the motos, but you have to be in the top 36 to qualify straight in.
Well, how many people are in a damn race?
It's a 40-man gate, so they take 36 that go straight in, and then the 4 go to a consolation race, which is a 4-lap race, and they take those 4 who go into the motos, but it's just a race instead of like qualifying time.
Okay, so during that 15 minutes, and like, well, me and Dylan, you know, we train all kinds of athletes, but did you have to think about that? You have to think about that, how much food you have to take, because a lot of you guys probably just don't even eat.
Yeah, and it's hard to eat. Honestly, it's hard to eat during race day, like just the nerves and with everything going on, it's hard just to stay like on top of it. Like for me, like on practice day or when I'm not racing, I can eat breakfast and I can eat normally. But as soon as like race day comes, it's like I just feel sick, like I feel like I can't eat much. So you kind of have to like train your body to like eat and like almost force feed it just to get the calories down.
That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure, like, when we bodybuild or whatever, your nerves are there, but I think we're so conditioned to eat, we know we got to eat for a performance, so it becomes more acceptable. Well, I mean, I've watched, you know, a lot of the athletes in different sports and stuff like that. When you come back, and you just came back from an injury, what was that injury? Or a wreck? I'm sorry, a wreck.
This weekend?
Or no, weren't you off for a little bit?
Yeah, last year I broke my hand right before the season. So, yeah, I thought it was going to be like a 2-week deal, and it ended up being like a 5 or 6 month deal. So.
Oh, wow. So did you help him rehab? Did you have to lift? Did you lose a lot of lean muscle mass and, I don't know, I guess muscle memory?
The muscle memory stuff comes back. It's more just like your brain going fast again, you know, like when you're off the bike, I feel like you get back on it takes like a day or two and your speed comes back, but it's like the fitness goes away real quick.
Okay.
So staying on top of that.
Yeah, because your motos are like 35 minutes long, right?
Yeah, so like 2 15-minute qualifying sessions. If you have to go to the LCQ, it's 4 laps. So
what's the LCQ?
It's just the 4-lap consolation race if you don't make the top 36, and then that's another 10 minutes added to your day, and then the motos are 35.
And it's rigorous, huh?
Yeah,
it's
like you're just maxing your heart rate out as high as it can go for 35 minutes.
There's an interesting point, because did you see that thing on the F1 when they did their heart, and their hearts are like elevated like extremely? Like, I'm sure you guys are the same way. How brutal is it on, what is it, brutal on your adduction, your quad, your chest? What takes the toll?
Honestly, it's everything. I mean, just like how gnarly the tracks get, just the bike under you, all the gear. I mean, at the end of the day, like, you don't feel any part of your body that feels good. You know, everything hurts. So
wow.
What does it feel like to come down after a race? Like, because you have that adrenaline for that many minutes in a row. I mean, are you fried afterwards, or what's it feel
adrenaline
like?
clash?
Yeah, so the first one, I guess I mean, just going that hard, like, obviously we train to do that. And you have a short turnaround time. I think it's like an hour before you have to head back up. So, I mean, for me, it's like 30, 45 minutes for me to come all the way down, regroup, and feel like I'm back at zero. But then it's like you're right back out the gate.
Do you eat during that time? If you can't eat?
I try to.
Would you want him to eat? What do you eat? What would you want him to eat?
He's on it. We haven't trained together in some years now, so.
But you think a 35-minute race, you need his carbohydrates. You
probably need some fats and some carbs, a little bit of protein, a little bit of everything just to sustain that energy.
That long energy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I try to eat like after every session, some fruit. I do have supplements that are like drinks, so like that have carbs in it. So for me, like, drinking is a lot easier than eating. So I try to mix the carbs in the drink more than I eat, just to keep up with it. But just snacking really all day, and then in between the motos or right before the first moto, I try to eat like a bigger lunch, like chicken, rice, or like this weekend I did some like turkey and cheese wraps.
Now, my envision about like when I grew up around racing and banner, people drink beer and have fun, and they're like, was that a thing back early was that a thing that people just didn't give a shit and they?
I think it was until Ricky Carmichael, it was kind of just a free for all.
Okay.
So a lot of people didn't train, didn't do anything. They just kind of rode, and didn't really care about anything else. And then Ricky Carmichael started this whole training thing, and then after that,
and he was like,
when
isn't he one of the greatest top earners? All that, what did he make, like $25 million?
Yeah, I mean, he's probably made more than that.
Yeah,
but yeah, he's considered the GOAT.
The GOAT.
So yeah, I mean, he started the whole thing, and I mean, because of him, the sports took off.
I mean, it's the same thing in our sport, like, or the sport that me and Dylan participate. Like, honestly, when me and Dylan were getting into it, I mean, there was sex, drugs, and rock and roll. And yes, there was some nutrition, but it wasn't. I don't think we were as lean as the guys all the time here now. Now it's kind of out there. You better have shredded glutes. But same thing. It's like until Phil Heath and Jay Cutler came around, people started walking a little different with them. They started saying, "Hey, you can't party. This ain't part time." You used to always say that. Well, you used to tell me I'm a part time bodybuilder. It was an all year thing. You can't party. I'd go out and drink, and then to come in here on Sunday and train legs with Dylan throwing up and everything shit. So like, I think that's the progression. Like, you see these young kids performing at 18 at the Olympic level. I think today, Dylan, when you say people start young and they're serious.
Yeah, I think it's a different game out there for kids today, and it shows in the stats. Kids aren't drinking. Kids are, they're into making money right off the bat.
Yeah.
These kids get out of high school and they're
sure.
either already making money on the internet, or that's their first priority, is to make some money.
Let's go over some things. We're going to go on a topic. We're fitness fans. We're based around bodybuilding. We had a bodybuilding show called the Mile High Pro. It was his 14th season, I believe. We had some awesome legends there: Andre Ferguson, Ashley Kalswalser. I saw the show. We talked about Colorado not making a big impact there, but we had Dallas show up, take a top 2. What did you think about that? You judged it. You were there.
Dallas looked really good. He could have been a little tighter for sure. He could have had a little bit more pop to him, so he seemed a little flat. And which kind of, when you're flat, it looks like you're not as conditioned, but he was flat because, when you talk to him backstage, you can see how conditioned he is. It's just under those lights, he looked a little flat.
How do you think one of those guys would do on a bike?
Fucking terrible.
Terrible. That's a challenge to you guys. Yeah. And perspective, you're 5'7", 5'8", 5'9". What do you weigh?
155.
And Dallas is probably 5'3", 180. So it's a really big difference. I'm joking, Dallas. I know you're not 5'3", but it's a big difference. What do you think about, and the last year's winner lost this year, Dylan came in on a third, right? You guys had third. What? And they don't look alike. All three of those guys didn't look alike. Aesthetic Dallas, very bubbly. We have the other guy, hard, not as probably aesthetic. Then the guy that took third, really aesthetic, kind of a little less lean. What is the swing factor when you got these three different apples, oranges?
Well, to me, they're all near the same height. They all look very kind of similar through the shoulder and lats, lat width. They're all very wide-shouldered, very wide lats. Dallas, of course, had the smallest waist.
Yeah.
But it really comes down to the whole package. Everything's got to tie together. You got to be not only hard and dry, you got to be full. And that's what we saw out of the winner. The winner was, I think it was pretty obvious he was going to win the show. And then it was kind of close between Dallas and the guy that got third. But Dallas ultimately pushed, and I thought, got better as they posed, and he was actually, Dallas would have probably even, he got better as he posed. So the longer he was on stage, he got better.
Was it close?
I don't think so. No.
Okay.
I do think that the guy that won, Victor Ramirez,
Victor's
his conditioning. Awesome. I mean, he was just sharper as
spot on.
He's a little smaller of a guy, but his conditioning was.
Yeah.
We have Ashley K, and she's setting records left and right. I'm not a fan and not against her. I don't know if it's a good thing for the sport. I don't know if she deserves it. I know that a lot of people get a little irritated because it's like Olympia, but hey, cash in when you can cash in. She won her 7th title. I wanted Liana, our local, to get up there, but she had brought it really good this last pack. And I talked to her. She had a little bit of a tough week. Could she have pushed into that top 5? Or were you guys even thinking about her? Were you looking at her?
I thought she definitely, I expect her to be a lot higher than what we placed her. But from the backside, she's just a little disappointing. Real flat, glutes were not popping.
Say that disappointing. Yeah, what was it about it? Was it not sharp?
It wasn't sharp. There was no
no ass.
Clear.
No ass.
Just
he saw the picture, so he's sorry. I think you're great, but you don't.
Yeah, I mean, she lacks a little the upper glute, the glute med. It's not as.
She needs her glutes to, be more pronounced.
No ass.
More, so.
Yeah, no ass.
He's got it right. He should be on that panel.
Well, you can tell her that to her.
Hey, yeah, she's a lot stronger.
Let's
than
call
him.
her.
Okay, so then we go into it. Do you think Ashley should just keep running out until the wheels fall off? Or do you care?
Absolutely. Whenever Ashley jumps on stage, she's always looks good. Always a treat to watch. Was she on 100% this weekend?
No.
No, but she far off? No. She was just a little
What
off.
did you think of that second place? She was pushing her.
Hannah DeVore looked really good. That's probably
Yeah,
the
she
best
did.
I've seen
Yeah,
Hannah.
right?
And she...
What was the deciding factor there? Was it the backside? Was it what?
It was, just... Ashley has a lot of weapons. She looks good from all angles. And, that's all it. I mean, you have to beat Ashley from all angles because she looks good from all angles. So
Ashley's core. I mean, just the definition of her
midsection, her lines that tie together through her posing.
And see, I disagree. I don't agree with these things.
Yeah, but
guys.
you're a blind Asian,
and I'm
so
blind
what do you
Asian.
know?
But I always think like Ashley has the one weapon, and then she has like that aura. And then I'm like, she gets beat a lot by a lot of girls, but they don't see it. The judges see it a different way. And so I'm like, damn, dude, I don't know. I guess like when it comes down to certain factors and people, it's just like when some of the guys win in other divisions, I'm always like, I don't know if that's just who they're going with. Like Andre Ferguson was there, guys, and he's now getting that fifth, but he used to come in kind of off in the back and he'd still be winning. So do you guys allow for that? Is there like you got to knock the champ out before you beat him?
No, I don't. I didn't have Andre in the top 5.
Right.
I think
Oh, you
Andre's physique's kind of really taken a downfall.
Is that the age?
We now judge the legs as part of his men's physique. He shows up with his shorts, baggy down, not pulled all
That
the
could
way
be a
up.
style.
It just gives a really bad look, especially when the guy next to you has filled out legs. His legs
Okay.
are bowing out.
Yeah.
And you got some guy next to him that just is
So
trying to show off
guys,
his upper body.
Even if your style, same way with the bikini, if your style is like that straight across wearing a bikini, or your style is to not have the nut huggers, you still got to think that the judge is thinking on a different route, because like sometimes like I got guys that's like, I'm not wearing those tight shit, and that's weird. But you guys are judging the legs now, so you kind of got to lean towards that.
Yeah, the whole physique ties together. You
Right.
got to remember, your body's a bunch of lines that are tying together.
Yeah.
So if you got your upper body sitting there, and then you got some baggy shorts on, and they're halfway down, your ass, then it's not a good look. There's nothing aesthetic about that.
Do you guys in your motocross, is there like, you guys wear tight shit? Is that better because it don't get caught up, or is there shit that like guys wear for ungodly reasons?
I think the pants are all about the same size, but people wear different jerseys. Some people tuck them in.
maybe some girl underwear under there.
I know those
Yeah.
guys
Does
don't
it
wear,
matter?
Guys don't wear chest protectors much anymore now.
They don't.
Well, not now. It's a rule. Now you have to wear a chest protector.
Okay,
You have
good.
to?
Yeah, now you have
And
to.
bull riding,
They don't, do they?
They did that.
Yeah,
shit.
this year everything started. You have to.
Why
wear a
did
chest
someone
Steve
die?
wearing a chest protector.
Did someone
Underneath.
die?
Underneath?
Yeah. Huh?
Did someone die or what? Why?
I don't know. I just think precautionary,
Precautionary.
or yeah, I'm not really sure, honestly. I mean, I've always worn one, but I used to never wear like a back piece.
If I was motocrossing, I wouldn't wear a helmet. That's what I'd do. I'd make a statement.
That's only because he can't see.
Yeah, I just go at it. Like when I go out, all between you and us, it's just a
like
thin
this.
piece of denim. Just me and you, baby.
See.
So on that, I was at the amateur show, and we'll move on to the amateur show. I am super pissed. I had people in it. He's a good friend of mine. They didn't choose my girls, so it's not political because I told him he sucks, but he doesn't suck, but I was super pissed. I thought my girl was going to win the wellness. She was in shape. Like conditioning, national conditioning.
Good conditioning.
You guys chose a girl that had lost 100 pounds, thought was lacking in conditioning.
No,
but
that
great.
wasn't the girl that lost 100.
Oh, was it? See, that's what
The
our
girl that
producer
won.
said.
No. That was a different girl.
Different.
Oh, I
well,
thought-
either way,
yeah.
we'll go to wellness overall.
Get your facts straight, Jack.
I'll get my.
Well, I thought that's a deal because she's one of. I think
Nah,
she's.
get your
producer.
facts straight.
Producer got it wrong.
That was
and,
the,
and this will be Brandon's last podcast on.
Here, let me just hit delete real quick.
So anyway, there was a big thing. Like a lot of people.
Yeah, your
saw-
girl was definitely had better conditioning, but she turned around and she had no glutes. So in wellness, you have to have glutes.
But if you go to the next level, and that girl was the girl there, the girl won. She wouldn't have got a top 15 because of the conditioning.
but
They
neither
would've
would have
been-
your girl.
Well, but they might have because she's in shape, and
No, they
shape
wouldn't
does
have.
triumph.
She just
Oh, they
doesn't have
wouldn't.
not enough density.
Okay.
No,
So
nothing
that-
in the glutes. She needs more glutes.
Okay,
She's
so
a
guys-
pretty girl.
Say
She
that.
had good conditioning. Her quads were decent and had no glutes.
Okay, so when we're going into it, and I'm just going to ask just a little bit, because I think, say, like I could have brought her in, like she measured in around 7%. If you go up, like say 3%, and she's kind of still thing, she'll look a little poppier. Does that matter for the local? Sometimes I tell people, sometimes it's good to be a little off and fuller than to be too peeled down and too ripped.
I think in the locals, you to look the part. If you are, maybe not as conditioned, but you look the part, you could get the call sometimes.
Okay,
it just
cool.
depends.
Yeah.
It's with the
we
amateur
always say-
shows and not the. You got a lot of oranges and apples.
We always say
sometimes
conditioning's
amateur
king.
shows are harder to
Yeah,
judge than
sure.
pro shows and national shows.
We always say conditioning's king, and that's where that argument happens. And I'm glad we can disagree about things because, that's when we guys are competing, we're like, oh, they don't know what they want. Well, they do know what they want on that level and that person. And it's like what they want for those two is this, and what they want for the next two is this, because it's not apples and oranges. It's two different apples and two different oranges.
I think the mistake a lot of amateur competitors make is they don't realize how far they are sometimes from being a top national competitor or a pro. So, what they're seeing in the mirror isn't exactly what.
Oh, the eye's lying.
Exactly.
Okay. On that note, too, I noticed that the bikini was really thin. We had a really good men's physique and classic. I thought the wellness didn't have that many competitors, and figure had only, I think, 8 girls.
Something like that.
What do you think we do to spark up these divisions?
Well, the show itself had 105 competitors, which,
Okay.
today, that's actually a
good show
decent
for
show.
us,
It's not
yeah.
a bad show.
Yeah.
It's not a bad show. I just think people need to compete. The numbers are out there. The gym memberships are up all across the United States. People are trying to find health and fitness. So
Sure,
I
but
think
to get them translated into doing this show, like, let's go. Do you guys in our industry? We always try to keep those numbers because we got to pay for. Go over the things. We got to pay for the venue. We got to pay for the trophies. We got to pay the judges, the flights if they're flying in. We got to pay these. Do you guys have same troubles trying to keep your numbers up? The new generation coming up. Hey, well, we don't want our kids hurt. They're riding motorcycles. Is that a big thing for you guys too?
I don't think it's so much about the people. I think it's just the prices of everything.
Ooh.
I think a lot of stuff the last few years have definitely gone down just because of the prices. People just don't want to
Like
spend. I wouldn't say a lot, but noticeable,
Okay.
just because of the prices of everything. Gas, a lot of people don't want to travel as far. If they have multiple kids racing, they don't. It goes from 40 to 80 really quick. And the numbers have definitely shown. I don't think it's a lack of riders. I think it's just the lack of money right now.
And I think that can contribute to the show as well, Watty. I mean, these competitors out there, a lot of them are going to college, and a lot of them are younger.
Yeah, but I mean, the intelligent decision, a bodybuilding show or get an academic degree. I would say bodybuilding show. 'Cause why do you need the education? It's never really proven to do anything. I don't think you guys should go to high school, go elementary, then get a job, go work. That's my opinion.
Well, I would say go to a trade school nowadays.
Yeah, trade
more
school.
than anything.
And I'm somewhat joking about that, but in this day and age, I went to college. I have multiple degrees. It's never paid a light bill. It's never helped me. It was the in the field shit we did and learned. Going on to that, and we go fitness, finance, and we're in FUBAR. Now we're in finance. You did bring up some points I would like to bring up. You did say that it's gone up a lot. In our industry, the entries used to be 60 to 70, 80 bucks. Now they're 140 a class.
140 a class.
140 class, sometimes 300 for the nationals. Our NPC cut up, and I know we have to pay for things. I know we have to do things. Our venue, Dylan told me that one of his venues is like $25,000 or something like that.
Yeah.
And what about you guys? So what's a motorcycle? Because I used to have a motorcycle and it was under $1,000.
Yeah, what does a new
motorcycle? What's a
250 cost
motorcycle?
nowadays?
What's a 250 cost?
Yeah, probably close to 10 grand.
What did you say?
Yeah, 10 grand. Everything's
Okay,
set down.
so guys, there's 80 cc's, there's 80s, there's 125s, there's 250s, there's 450s. Bronson's in the 250 class. That 250, when we and Dylan were growing up, was 12 to 1500.
Yep.
And now you could soup them up with exhaust and all these tires and stuff. He just said $10,000. That's a price of a freaking vehicle back in the day.
Yeah, that was the vehicles back.
That was
in
back
the
in the day. That's the price of
Wow,
a vehicle.
that's nuts.
So how does a person afford? How does a kid get in? I mean, how?
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty crazy. 10 grand. I mean, that's just for the base model. I know my bikes are well over that. I mean, I had 10 grand worth of stuff after the 10 grand.
So you got a $20,000 bike.
You have a $20,000 bike.
It's probably pretty close to something like that. Yeah, and I got 2 of them.
Hey, I need $5, bro. So you have two. Wait a second. Hold on. At the end, he has 2 of them. Okay, so you have $40,000 out on that track.
But he's lucky he's got a sponsorship too. So.
Well, no, he went independent.
Wow.
So
He's
let's
still
talk-
got a sponsor.
You had you were with Gizmo, right?
Yeah.
No, Gizmo?
I was on Gizmo the last 3 years.
What causes a person to want to go either way, independent versus factory? I guess it's called, or whatever.
Yeah, it definitely goes both ways. I mean, I was just talking to someone about this the other day. Like, being on a team is nice. It saves you a lot of time. It saves you. You can just
hold on,
fly.
stop. The other day was me in the restaurant, and this little pansy texts Dylan saying, "I don't know if I should go say hi to Watty at a restaurant." And I was like, "Man, you better grow." Dylan didn't teach his nuts to drop at all, did you? Dylan, he's got that bald eagle down there.
We're in a nice restaurant. He's on the phone the entire time.
No, man,
What'd
I'm
I
never
say?
too busy.
I said, you're a pussy.
Yeah, Dylan told me to tell me. But, like, and no, wussy. Or man, yeah. No, but
Wussy.
going up there, we were talking about that. What causes the factory? What causes the independent? What is better? What's not?
I think I mean, obviously the factory life was better regardless.
Why?
It's just, I mean, everything is there for you. There's a truck driver, so you just fly to the races. You just fly in and fly out, right? So you don't have to deal with driving, finding your own flights, your own mechanics, buying your own bikes, stuff like that. When you go independent or privateer, as they call it, it's a lot more stress. But you also have the freedom to kind of do whatever you want, ride whatever gear you want, whatever bike you want, kind of decide what races you're going to go to, not going to go to,
Right.
stuff like that. So, I mean, obviously the factory life is ideal, but not everybody gets to that point.
I mean, same in bodybuilding, like you guys see guys that have to represent a brand, but they might not like that protein, that kind of thing. And then you're pushed to do shows or represent companies that you might not be ready for, mentally ready for, when you talk about that, when you go and travel, we were talking, me and Dylan, I noticed that at the Mile High, we had TJ, Terry, who used to be here, Liana, another pro debut from Adrian, and we had Dallas. And you think it's a mistake that these guys don't do it in their backyard, and you even chimed in saying, yeah, I'm here. What do you guys, both of your opinions on pro athletes not doing their local event?
I mean, for me, it's just like, obviously, I don't really know a whole lot about the bodybuilding thing or what it takes or what you go into it to do a show. But for me, it's like I've done probably 30 races before my first national race this year. And it's basically just strict off of repetition, right? Just gate drop, gate drop, gate drop. If you do it 100 times, like,
true,
it's going to be a lot better than if you start your big race and have 0 gate drops before that. So
what about you, D? Like, what do you think about that? Not having the numbers from the local people, not having it doesn't cost them anything.
Well, I think a lot of people get their pro card just to get them sometimes now, and I haven't seen a real serious pro, in the state except maybe Dallas
And Liana.
Yeah. But like even Liana hasn't competed much the past few years.
She got hurt. Remember, she got that injury.
But like if you're in it, these girls are competing 5, 6, 7
Remember
times a year.
Krista Dunn? 13 shows in a year. She
And it
made
doesn't have to be that, but at least
But I'm saying
bikini competitors should probably do at least 5 shows a year.
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead.
yeah, and I just think it's like, I mean, if you're not doing shows, you don't really know what you need to work on, right? If like you go to a show and you get judged, it's like, okay, well now I need to work on this. Rather, if you didn't do a show and you have no idea.
Exactly right. You think of Liana this past weekend. She was her first show. I mean, she's done some shows the past few weeks in the past, but like if she was competing the past couple years, didn't have the injuries, she might know her body a little bit more.
Yeah, and she switched coaches too. I think do you guys have coaches?
Yeah. So a lot of riders have like their own coaches. Like I have my own coach. His name's Drew Whitehead. He's based out of Florida.
Like a pimple?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He's ginger too, so fits the part.
No soul.
Yeah.
No soul.
So I hired a trainer. He basically I don't really see him a whole lot, maybe a few times a year, but I talk to him every day. He helps me with on the bike stuff, off the bike stuff, food, all that. And a lot of the teams have their own coaches.
Mm-hmm.
So
they do.
Yeah, so I think nowadays if you don't have a coach, you're kind of lost.
Really?
Just in the fact of like you don't really know what you're doing, and maybe you do, but I think all guys who have reached that top level have had a coach at one point.
I see, and I hear this big thing of Sam Sulik and people, independent coaches, and then you saw Nick Walker pick back up a show because he doesn't want to coach himself. I do think, and this is my own opinion, guys. There's certain things you can get through, but NFL, MLB, motocross, the best guys in the world always has someone and coach with them. What do you think, D?
I think coaching's pretty important, but I do know there's people out there that are mentally strong enough not to have a coach.
Yeah.
Like you look at Dorian Yates, he wasn't going to be denied. There's some people out there that,
Did Dorian talk to Neil, though?
No. I mean, he talked to Mike Menser every once in a while, but
yeah.
he was, he came out to California and that was it for a week. And then he went back to his dungeon in England and did his thing. And there's a lot of people out there that are just, they're built that way. They will read whatever article they have to do. They will follow whoever they have to on the track. They will do whatever diet they need to, and they will figure it out. They're just possessed with figuring it out.
Out of that, how many do you think they're rare breeds?
Oh, they're rare breeds. That's why I said I am for coaching because, I think you can get from point A to point B a lot faster, but you need to be very careful with who you hire as a coach because there's a lot of fraud out there.
Yeah, for sure. And the finance part of this thing, like in bodybuilding, you can hire a trainer, you can hire a nutrition. Wrestling and fighting, you can go to lessons and camps. Is that a big thing for you guys? Go to a camp, go to these whatever, and then take when you're a kid, or maybe an adult. Is that a big thing that you guys do?
Yeah, you'd be surprised. A lot of kids are, even at the age of 6, 7, 8, 9, their parents don't even put them in school. They just go to a training facility.
Like no academic school?
Like no academic school.
gymnastics.
Can't blame for that.
No, you're right.
A lot of bullshit they teach in school nowadays.
Go ahead. Yeah.
And they just do homeschooled and they go live at training facilities, and that's basically what they do.
It's a progressive thought, and we have young listeners and viewers, but it's a progressive thought to say that the school system we've had for I'd say 70 years might not be the best option for a lot of kids. Like a lot of kids just don't function well the way they teach, and I don't think as long as you get some sort of good education and something, I think you should go into the trade, go into what you love, and you will become a better soul, vibrant person doing what you love.
My thought on that is this: it's like kids nowadays. Kids are like in America are raised to be kids. You go anywhere else in the world, kids are raised to be adults. They're in training to be whatever they're going to be, and I think that's a good thing for a kid. I think it's good for a kid to have fun, but I think it's also good for a kid to grow up in real early and understand responsibility and finance because you're going to get your ass kicked in the real world if you don't.
Sure.
Yeah, with my 2 kids, because my oldest just graduated and he's going to go to school for engineering physics. I think people, if you're going into sciences, I think a degree is a great thing. I think almost everybody else shouldn't. And then,
yeah, I do. Like if a doctor, I kind of want him to go to school. I don't want like Dylan and Bronson cut me open.
We need
Google.
We need less communication degrees. We need less of stuff like that. Like
I got a communication degree. It's helped me really communicate well. Actually, it was just so I could get through school and wrestle. But
and then with my other son, he goes to a gifted and talented school. And it's the best school it's a charter school in Thornton.
He's right over there. I don't want to make a joke about it.
Well, what's interesting is it's called Stargate School. It's the best school in the state pretty much. And virtually every other family there is Asian, whether that's Southeast Asian or Asian, because there's more emphasis in Indian cultures, Asian cultures for academics.
They don't claim being Asian. They're Asian, but they will not claim.
Oh yeah, 100%.
They don't like saying it.
But culturally, again, they're preparing their kids for a lot bigger things, and I think like a lot of white people, I guess, would be like, I just want my kid to be happy.
Okay.
Sounds like
Let's
Watty.
go a part of this. Like there's stuff in the bodybuilding world you don't see: suits, trainers, nutritionist, entry, NPC card, hotel. What in motocross is something that someone trying to start this? Like, I guess you got to buy a trailer. What do they don't see that you got to buy that is something like?
Yeah, literally anything you can think of, from helmet to boots to gear, the bike. You're obviously going to need something to haul the bike with. Gas.
Can you put it in the back of a truck? I'm just asking.
You can put it in the back of a truck, yeah.
And then a lot of guys do trailers. I drove by. That's Thunder Valley.
Yeah, Thunder
Valley.
Valley.
I saw these rigs.
Semis, yeah.
The bike don't seem that big, but what is the rig?
So those are all those are teams. So all those, spare parts.
How many parts you need?
They have parts to build multiple bikes.
And there's multiple bikes in there too. Right?
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
and I think each team, usually has 2 to 6 guys on it.
Are they sleeping in those too? Or are they ones set up like that?
Yeah, so the truck driver normally just sleeps in it, but everyone else flies in, gets a hotel, and then flies home.
The help sleeps in the trailer. When you're going at it, and like we're talking to people out there that might be interested in your sport and stuff like that, did you have a part-time job? Did you get sponsored? Your parents write letters to people or go to your local? How can a person manage to get in, travel, buy this $10,000 bike and then entries and all that? What would you say these kids should do or parents should have them do to financially take the burden?
Yeah, no, I think it's a lot of marketing. My parents, fortunately, I had some help, from my parents and some other sponsors until I was about 18. And then my parents just kind of, it's not that they didn't want to help, but they just couldn't afford to go any longer. They refinanced their house to pull out money to help me.
Your parents did that?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they went to a lot of debt just to watch me race. And I obviously, as a kid, you don't know that, and they cut me off at like 18, just said, we can't support you at the level you want to do it.
What is the likelihood of that paying back? Like you go to NFL, there's 1,500 guys that make a big contract. Obviously, they can pay that back. Is that a big thing? Like when you turn like 18 to 20, you can start making big money or anything? Or I don't know. I'm just
no. I mean, honestly, like the top 1% make it in the sport.
And make it means what?
Making it a job, making it being able to live off of what you make and not having to get a job and pay for it.
Okay. And then like on our level, we were talking
bodybuilding.
Yeah. Well, like it is like it. I think that's any sport. It's the 1% of the 100.
But I think there's, like you said, there's ways for you to make money in the industry by being very good in the industry, right?
Yeah.
Kind of like people train here, they start supplement companies.
Right. What about leasing the bike? Could you lease the bike?
That's all through like dealerships, I guess. Yeah. I mean, I have leased a bike before through a dealership, but that's not something they like promote. I think it's if the dealership or the owner wants to help you out, and knows you're kind of struggling, wants to see you race. I think that's something they would do. But for like the average Joe, no, they wouldn't lease a bike for you.
When my dad rodeoed, I kind of was around the rodeo in college. They rodeoed. Those guys travel with buddies. Do you guys do that? Like, hey guys, we'll get 4 of your buddies. Like, let's go hit 10 races and we'll split the cost of the room, gas, and all that. Is that a big thing in your guys' thing?
Yeah, multiple people do that. I prefer not to do that. I just kind of like to have it my way, do it how I want to do it, and I don't have to worry about anybody else. Mm-hmm. But I do know multiple people who, if they go to a race out of state or something, they'll definitely go with a friend and split the cost, and it makes it a little more affordable for them.
Sure. Well, I mean, it sounds like we could have picked a more expensive sport. So when you guys are all crying about how much the IFBB and NPC is, this thing kicks our ass.
Motocross make the IFBB
kicks our ass. I would say, what would you say yearly?
Sport.
What do you think? What do you think a yearly annual cost of doing 10 races or 5 races? I don't know. What do you?
For me or for the average?
Average guy.
What's the entry for like an amateur to go race on the weekend here in Colorado?
Like someone over at this Thunder.
Yeah. So
Valley.
if you were to go race at Thunder Valley, you have to pay to get in the gate, which I think is like $15 or $20 per person, and that's just to get in. That's not including anything. And then you have to do your entry fees. I think it's $40 a class. Usually kids race 2 classes.
That's not bad.
And then
you're talking every weekend.
Yeah, every weekend. And then just like on top of that, the camper, the truck, the gas, the equipment. That's where it all adds up. The racing isn't really that bad. It's just getting to the races is where it kicks everybody's ass for sure.
Food, gas.
So when you go and like just moving through the ranks, I got buddies that race. To be where you are, and I maybe define what you are, because there's motocross and supercross. What is that? What is the difference?
Yeah, so I mean, motocross is more fast. It's outdoors, and supercross, it's in the stadium, so the tracks are more technical. They're smaller. The jumps are a little bigger, and it's just more condensed.
How do you know which one you do?
2-gear courses.
Yeah, 2 courses.
How do you know which one to go when you're a kid or parent or what?
Well, yeah, so motocross is basically what you start off as. Just the supercross stuff you have to earn. Only the pros can race supercross, and you have to earn.
So there is no amateur supercross.
There is, but it's just at a really small scale.
Okay.
Like there's some local events around here, supercross events, but they're nothing like what the pros race.
Is there a difference? Have you raced both? Have you raced both?
No. So next year will be my first year racing supercross.
Oh, really?
I've only raced motocross the last 3 years. The difference, I mean,
is that a big thing for you? Is that a cool thing?
Yeah, it's
cool.
It's a dream. I mean, racing in front of in the Broncos Stadium would be one. So
that's
racing
outdoors.
in front of 10, 20,000
it doesn't
people.
have to be outdoors. Like The delineation isn't because it's outdoors to call it Supercross motocross.
Yeah, so Supercross is in like stadiums.
Okay.
So baseball stadium, football stadium.
Okay.
Outdoors is just kind of like Thunder Valley, how there's tracks all over.
Okay, in a natural environment.
Yeah,
Like that. Okay, so like then doing that, and you're a pro motocrosser. Like us, we have to win a national title, become a pro, and that could be in 2 shows. Is it possible, or 3 shows? Sorry, right, Dylan? 3, Dylan? What's that? That's 3 shows you could turn pro in. Like if you won your local, go to nationals, and then pro. 2 shows.
Yeah, 2 shows.
2 shows. So what does it take in a motocross to become a pro?
I mean, your local, just to be a local pro takes nothing. I mean, you could just sign up and say you're a local pro, but that.
I'm racing him next weekend.
Yeah.
What are you laughing about? I'm a one-eyed Asian.
I'm going to write on my IFBB pro card.
Yeah.
Okay, so what? Local pro? You're just a pro?
Yeah, local pro, you just sign up and say you want to race pro.
Is there money for us to do that?
And there's money, and I mean, not a lot unless you're winning.
Well, what's the winning? Like if I win, I go to what is it, Saturday? If me and Dylan have a bike, we go over there, sign up as a local pro. What kind of money could we have won? If you won, you got to win.
If you're talking like local race, I mean, you could probably make $1,000 on the weekend winning everything.
10,000? No, okay.
But if you go to
Never
the big race that was this weekend, I mean, yeah, you can win 20 with sponsors.
$20?
No, 20,000.
20,000. Oh, this weekend was 20K.
Yeah, and it could be more. Like obviously, sponsors, contracts. Yeah.
So
all
how
that.
much did Jet Lawrence win this weekend, you think?
Wait, what? I didn't hear you, Deal.
I asked him how much Jet Lawrence won this weekend because he was the 450 winner.
Yeah, I mean, he probably made 50 grand, 100 grand
For
this
the weekend?
Yeah.
Good payday. Good payday.
Not bad.
Okay, so then when you want to be a big rider, is there bigger, like you said, local pro? What other pro is there?
Oh yeah, there's just local pro and then like a national pro, but you have to. It's just kind of like bodybuilding. You have to earn your pro card to race at those big events.
Okay.
So you just have to go to like a bunch of amateur pro races,
Okay.
and you have to score a certain amount of points, and you have a year to do it. So I think it's 60 points, and it's like it depends on how many riders are there, and what place you get, and you have to get 60 points in the year, and if you don't, it restarts. You start at 0.
Oh,
you
shit.
try again.
Oh. And you pay for all that shit
You
all
pay
over
for
again.
all the shit
Oh,
all over again.
goddamn.
Or you get the 60, you earn your pro card, and you can go race the big pro.
Now-
events.
And that's every year you got to do that?
That's every year to get your pro card, and then once you have your pro card, you just have to.
How much you got to race to keep it?
You usually just have to do like 1 or 2 races just to renew it.
Yeah. So you do have
Otherwise,
to do
it
yeah.
expires.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
that's
that's good. That's a good
like
thing.
the-
Okay.
IFBB. They're
Olympia
making
points.
compete now.
Going in it, so did you have to get invited to go to Supercross now? Or is there so many years and everybody's like, oh, now you're eligible?
Yeah, so like a Supercross is a whole different thing. Like you earn your pro license and you
Okay.
can race the outdoor tracks, and then you have to earn a whole separate license for Supercross just because it's more dangerous. It's like it's the
I wonder
peak
if I
of the
can pass
sport.
that license, Dylan.
I think,
You
I've
could.
wrecked 3 cars.
You should
You
try
could.
it.
this week.
I'll
I
film
could
it.
do it. We're doing it.
I think
that's
like
what are going to
outdoor
be our
would be
next
more
live thing.
dangerous 'cause you're
You're going
going
to see.
faster, but it's not.
We're going to
Yeah.
go out there. I'm going to ride a bike and see if I can do any of the things. No, we'll need insurance for that. So, going into that, and you're a young guy. You're way hipper than us 3. Does social media and all this shit matter to you guys? Because it matters for ours. Does the social media and all that being present on that matter? Do you like it? Do you do it?
Yeah, no, it definitely matters. I think a lot of people now, like, if you have a big social media presence, even if you're not like one of the best riders, I think you get a lot more support just by having a big following. And
It's just like bodybuilding. You know,
Yeah, but like
you don't even have to be a good
bodybuil- is it-
bodybuilder, but if you got good
Okay,
content,
that's true.
you know.
Okay, yeah. I mean, like, what the fuck would you post about if you're a motocrosser? Like, just riding around? Because you can't hold a fucking camera, can you? I guess you could.
I mean, yeah, there's like Insta 360s and GoPros, and obviously people who take videos of you or
Okay.
whatever. But yeah,
Well, that costs money.
It's
Yeah.
all the creation of the
it
video,
all
right,
costs money.
Brandon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brandon
Do you know
knows.
anybody that does that, Brandon? I mean, you do all kinds of different
No,
things.
dude, I'm down to do it. So if someone wants to like bring me on, I'll come shoot a race. That'd be fun, man.
How hard is it to shoot a race? I mean, that's a big.
No, I'm
the
just
track's not
wondering,
like
like-
right here.
You know, like Deegan, for instance. He's got a huge social media presence, makes all his money on YouTube.
Who's this?
He's one of the top. He was a top 250 rider. He just went into the 450s. And
Okay, let's ask that. He's a top 250 like rider or
he was
Instagrammer?
the top 250 rider.
How much difference is he than you?
Night and day.
Why?
I
Because
just
you're pros. I don't know
yeah.
the
I
gap.
mean, it would be like my level of where I'm at and where you're at. That's the difference between
whoa.
me and him.
Are you saying you're better than me?
Way better.
Motorcycle.
Way better.
I don't think so. I'm one of those confident guys. I think I could beat him in a race at Thunder.
You do have 50% more eyes.
That doesn't matter. I can close my eyes. I'm Asian.
I'm just
I
talking
can
shit.
feel my way around. Have you seen me drive? Ask Dylan how I drive. I drive amazing for being blind.
You just told us he crashed 3 cars.
Well, no, I hit the wall up front. He'll have to tell you that.
In our first episode, he got in a wreck on the way here.
Yes, I did. That's true. I forget about that. That's so long ago. I got a short memory. Okay, guys, let's go into FUBAR. What's going on around the world? Fucked up on beyond all recognition. And you're a young man, and I'm sure that you are kind of your noses to the ground. But did you see this Carmelo Anthony case where a kid stabbed a kid in the chest and the kid died in Texas, I believe, at a track meet?
Texas.
They just came down with it, 35-year prison sentence. Parents, some communities are upright, saying it should have happened. He should have got off, or manslaughter. The other people are like, he's going to jail. He murdered a person. You're at a track meet. What the heck do you have a pocket knife for? Thoughts? You're a young man. This kid's 18 years old. He ruined his life, or possibly.
Yeah, I don't really know the whole.
Is there violence in your sting? Do you?
There's
violence?
There's people kind of like poking at each other and shit talking, but there's no guns or pocket
Not even
knives.
on a red. You guys aren't redneck.
Not like
I
that.
think if motocross was redneck, I think we drag racing, we motocrossing, we got at least a 30-06 in the window.
Yeah, but rednecks don't.
You don't shoot shit? I shoot rabbit.
I mean, they shoot shit, but they don't shoot.
What do you think about? I hope they shoot each. Hey, Texas, they shoot each other.
Yeah, well,
hey,
if you're on private property,
yes,
you're gonna
and
get
you
shot.
touch their vehicle, you can get shot.
Yeah.
Just remember, if you're in Texas and you think you know Colorado law, don't take that shit down to Texas.
I don't see what the problem is with that.
Wait, what? Don't see a problem about shooting people?
You're protecting your property.
Well, either do I. I don't either.
So, like, if the crime, like when we were kids, it was like make my day law. You come in my
Oh,
house.
yeah.
And guess what?
I want
We
to
used
tell you
sleep
something.
with the screen door open.
No, I want to tell you. One of my friends
I
shot a
got
guy.
shot at.
I got a friend that
shot
shot
at.
a guy,
Yeah.
and he did the make my day law, and he got off, but they don't know if he might have moved the body across that threshold. But yeah, but what do you think about the Carmel? I mean, it's no matter who you are, it's crazy, and weapons are there, but it's crazy that the weapon was there because we had the combine. But it's crazy this kid killed him, and he got 35 years. Yes, the other kid never comes back. But what do you think about this today's society
I think, I'm all for having weapons to defend yourself.
in the school
Not in the school. No,
Okay.
Not in the school.
at a track meet?
But it needs to be at that right place, like at your house, in your vehicle. But you're going to go to a track meet and you're going to go under somebody else's
Tent.
at the opposing team, and you're going to start talking crap, and
Yeah.
you got a knife, and you're probably intending on using it.
Oh, there's intention for sure.
You're going to have to pay
You gotta pay the
crime.
piper.
You got to pay for the crime.
Brandon.
I just don't understand why people feel the need to go to a weapon now. Like, people are scared to get in a fist fight.
Yeah.
They'd rather
I mean, back
stab
when we were in
someone.
school, that would have been a fist fight.
I want to say this because you're in the guns and you're into the military. We both have friends. We both have friends at the military. I was in Pendleton with contract. A lot of dudes do think though when they rack their guns and have fun, they'll go to that because they don't want to fuck around. They're like, "Fuck, I'm going to go to that. I'm not going to go hands because I don't know if he has it."
Well,
do you think
military
that's
guys.
a society? Yeah. Do you think that's a part of society? Like, I'd rather shoot and not find out that guy's got a gun too.
Well, I'd say this: if you're messing with somebody like I'm not elderly now, but I'm older. I'm in my
you're
mid
elderly,
50s.
motherfucker. How old are you?
I don't like if somebody's going to come running after me, young. Absolutely, I'm going to pull my gun because I know like my old ass is probably going to get beat up now.
Is Dylan Bronson? Is Dylan elderly?
I mean, if Bronson was coming at me, I probably wouldn't have to pull it out. I'd probably whoop his little
Yeah,
ass.
do
in
you
a
hear
second.
that? He still spank. We're still spanking Bronson's ass. Do you carry a gun, Bronson?
No, I don't. No.
Do you believe in guns? You have a mustache, so I think you're cool. So. He's got a porn star mustache. If you can't see, he's got the shit that makes him look just like maybe Tom Selleck.
Tom Selleck. It's got to be a little
And
thicker
he,
for Tom
he looks
Selleck.
like he looks older than me. Like I have no facial hair. He's like got a whole fucking stash there. But do you believe in guns? Do you believe these guys should carry guns? Were you around that kind of shit?
No, and my family doesn't carry guns or anything. I'm not against guns or anything like that, but I just don't do it.
Yeah. And then what do you think about? Did you grow up? I say 6 years ago, you were in high school. Did you know if people had weapons? Did you think was it a problem? What school did you go to?
I went to Arvada West, but I was home. I only went for a year, and then I was homeschooled.
Okay,
So
so you didn't have to deal with that.
Yeah.
Just your mom's paddle was the weapon.
Yeah.
That she
Your mom's
bring.
paddle was
Yeah.
That's the best
Okay.
weapon.
Yeah.
No, it is the
We
best
need
weapon.
more of that.
We do.
Let's talk about what's right over there. And this is a local thing. Over by Thunder, it's a beautiful area. Me and Dylan live over there. They got rid of Bandamere. And supposedly, John Bandamere the kids didn't want it. Copart, I think, bought it. Now I heard they're going to.
Vandermeer's the speedway where they used to drag race.
Yeah, they used to drag race. It's all in this valley. It's beautiful. Now they're going to make it a junkyard. What do you guys think about this? Like, this used to be,
Is
it's
it gonna
wild.
be a junkyard?
They're going to, they're not doing shit with it.
Yeah, I heard a junkyard too.
Yeah.
Well, and because I don't think they can build in a lot of the area because there's Fossil Ridge right there too that has
Yeah,
all the
dinosaur.
stuff,
So
I
why
think
they
it's
tear the?
protected.
Oh, just because of the housing, they tore them.
Well, I mean, from what I gathered and heard, like when the COVID happened, I guess Vandermeer's allowed a big party out there. 3,000 people showed up. So then the city got mad. Then they went ahead and turned them in city. And then they came in. Well, there's this whole historical thing. Well, when they sold it, they became really active. So you can't do anything to add on to Bandamere, but you could do the existing buildings. That wasn't their goal. The people bought it. They're like, well, fuck you guys. We're going to just make it a junkyard and park shit.
Looks like they sold it for a lot of money. I mean, if this is right, it's saying they sold it for $51 million. And I know they're
Vandermeer
getting
sold it to.
That's a drop in the bucket. He spent $40,000 on.
But now they're telling them they
Well-
can't build on it. Is what they're doing.
Yeah, well, and then Bandamere family's going to do a new track out near Hudson, I
Yeah.
think. But yeah, I've heard they're not going to do anything.
I
with
mean,
the
I don't
land.
know about all this stuff going out that way. I mean, I understand that we have to have the track out that way, but Elitch's, I heard, might move out there. They're doing the new stadium. What do you guys feel about everything going out to Eastern Colorado?
Well, because Denver sucks.
yeah.
No disagreement.
Denver is a
And I
mess.
don't disagree with that.
Denver
but
is a
explain.
horrible place
What-
to do business.
explain.
It's too expensive. It's way
Explain.
too expensive. The city wants money for everything. You're basically the city's your business partner. Anything you're going to do in Denver,
And
it's
too-
horrible.
Too much crime. Rents are too high. It just doesn't make sense.
They don't
here.
take care of you.
Bronson, you live by yourself?
No, I live with my girlfriend.
So you don't live with your parents?
No.
Okay, that's what I meant. So as you, and I'll say, that's a rarity. I'm proud of you. I'm very proud of you that do that because I know a lot of kids that can't live on their own because it's cost. Do you find this concerning to you being a native, being out here, the cost of Denver getting out of control, or do you not, since you make so much money with $40,000 motorcycles, don't affect big pimps like you?
No, it's expensive. It definitely sucks. Like it's not like we just live in a 1-bedroom apartment. It's like $2,500. Mm-hmm. It's
crazy.
like it's a hotel room, So
Gosh,
Bedroom
darn.
apartment, $2,500.
I think
that
that's-
was my old house payment. I should have never moved.
That's a
But
crazy.
again, I lived in Arvada, and Arvada
It's
the same way.
expensive.
So
It's like
expensive now.
it's like you're married to the city.
Where do you live, may I ask? Like in what area?
Highlands Ranch.
Okay, would you always say that you're going to try to stay on this side of the world for Denver going west, or do you not care about that kind of stuff? Like, would you go to Aurora? Would you go to Green Valley Ranch?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really care. I mean,
And do you care about price? Did you look when you went and looked? And this is for our viewers. Do you look at price? Do you look at where it goes with that, or do you just say, I like this apartment, it's got a new stove, or what?
yeah, I think price definitely matters. I mean, it's like, $2,500 is outrageous, but also just the areas it's in. You don't have to worry about a whole lot of shit happening. Like I've left my keys in my van in the ignition a few times with the wallet sitting in there, and I was like, come out the next day and no one ever touched it.
You got better luck than I do.
Yeah, most definitely. Another thing that happened around the world, and I want to get you guys' opinion. We all travel. Dylan travels probably more than me. We all do fun shit when you travel. But if you just saw some young woman, 22 years old, got thrown off of a bridge thinking it was a bungee jump and there was no bungee cord attached. Like, do you guys do fun shit like that when you're going like parasailing and shit?
No.
And do you think
Never.
these 6 men should be arrested? Because they got arrested.
I don't know the story, but
They didn't attach
I don't
the
want to
bungee-
say yes or no until I know the story, but like they probably should be, I would think, Hey, jump
you
off
know,
here.
like,
Oh,
it's
we forgot
funny.
to attach a
Hey,
rope.
I mean, it's not funny. I mean, someone dying in that manner, it's not funny. But it's like your primary. It's like this: if you're going to go motocross, and you're like, Dad, I forgot my motorcycle. It's almost comical.
Yes.
Because it's a bungee jump, so it's like Let's go through our one check. Let's just go through our checklist. Check 1. Bungee? No. Shit, let's stop. Wait. And they fucking pick them up. And they throw them off the bridge. Pull it up?
Yeah,
Pull it up?
so apparently the story was in Brazil. So this girl goes to bungee jump, and they didn't attach the safety cord to the bungee. So she fell 131 feet and died off a bridge.
Yeah, they should definitely go to. Yeah, I mean, absolutely.
And I love Brazil. Brazil people are great. Just now know that I will not be bungee jumping in Brazil. Because a common thing you guys can't do is your checklist. Okay.
I'm saying nothing bad about Brazil. Those guys are.
Yeah. I don't want to say. I don't want you guys
humans,
the Bella come up and kill us all. Not that you would. Okay, lapping this up. We always go through our weekly center win. We have someone more in tune with the coolness of life. I'm way cooler and better, but whatever. Center win. The words, these new lingo that me and Dylan don't understand. Riz, dude, cap, no cap. Is that center win? And do you use it?
I definitely use it a little bit.
Whoa!
It's a win. It's a win.
Center win. Dylan?
That's a sin.
So what about when we use lingo? Or like,
It would be a sin.
I don't know. I can't remember
You
because
say
we're old.
old guy terms,
We say
whippersnapper.
whippersnapper. I say shit like that. Dude, do you think it's center win?
Would that be like awesome or totally
Awesome, yeah.
And then I guess it's a win. But nowadays it just doesn't make sense.
Well,
I
yeah.
agree.
Charisma, I think, is Riz.
Because
Cap.
I'm a younger Gen Xer, so
Shut
like
the
dude,
fuck up,
sweet,
Brandon.
awesome.
You look like you're 180.
I'm,
Quit lying to
I'm
us
old.
right now,
It's
goddamn.
all white.
Surprised you could
So-
see him.
I can because he's like in that good view.
It's because I got the Milana tan. You can see me. I'm so white you can't tell. But no, the new language I can't. I mean the stuff that my kids say I don't understand. But I like dude. I grew up saying dude. And like the show South Park, that's where I'm from. I went to high school with the guy
What is that
created
thing?
South Park.
What is
I
that?
used
We
to
say
watch that
dude.
Where's
show.
that at? Where's that at? Where's that from?
South Park. It's around Fair
Is it
Play.
in South Park?
No, well, yeah, the whole
What's
area.
that?
No, so Fair. When
That's the name of the place?
when you go over the
South
pass
Park.
and you see
Oh,
Fair Play,
shit.
that's all
Fair Play.
called South
That's
Park.
fucking
You
funny,
just
dude.
now knew that?
I thought that was just the name of
Oh
something
no,
they became
no,
up
and like yeah, I mean I went to Evergreen High School. It's Trey Parker's from up there, like, and we say dude.
with. Trey Parker.
He's the creator of South Park.
Oh, okay.
So no, we say dude.
They
that
own
much.
Cabela or not Cabela's.
They own
Casa Bonita.
Casa Bonita,
Yeah.
fucking legend.
and they said that was like the biggest money pit they ever.
They spent
Really?
so much money on this.
I don't know. Those sopapillas and shit were so good.
I've never been.
Never?
Never.
Dude,
It's
you have
so
to get
expensive.
reservations.
It's so expensive to go. now.
Okay, let's go on center win. Shorts, too high above the knee and tight. What do you center win to the young man?
I mean, I think it's both a sin and a win. I guess like it looks good, but if your balls are
Wait, hold on. Finish that. If they're showing it's cool.
yeah, if you're showing your balls, I don't think it's cool.
Oh, it's
but-
not cool.
but
So those old
but I don't-
guys like Dylan and me that have their nuts hanging out the side, you're like, that's not cool?
No.
Because I do that on purpose, man. I think I'm captured. It's like a fishing rod.
Watty thinks he's getting chicks doing that.
Okay, saggy balls, not in.
What's
Okay,
that piece
cool.
of bubble gum up in?
I used to do that. Remember when? Okay, so
Bubble gum
Dylan
with
used
some
to
hair.
own the gym, and the gym used to be a lot different. And guys, it's not like this now because guys like me are not allowed to be in control. But I used to like put my nutsack on the window and be like, "Look at the gum; it's stuck to the window." And I got in trouble for that. But anyway, that being said, okay, center win, hair long or short. You got your 70s porn stash, which is like a thing me and Dylan grew up. You have the kind of longer hair, and I've noticed that the 70s are coming back in.
Yeah.
Center win, the stash and the mullets and what other cut they have? These cuts.
win.
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 You're bald. What the fuck are you talking about? Jesus.
That's a win.
But I can get me a Joe
You look
Dirt
like a
wig.
fucking model. You got all trimmed. You guys are okay.
I mean, I still got some. I'm good, and just not the broccoli thing. Broccoli.
What's
thing,
the
I
broccoli?
can't. That all the young guys have the exact same haircut now.
Yeah.
If you look in the gym, I mean, they all have that
I have to
same
look at
style
it.
hair.
I mean, I think whatever's cool, man.
Hey
I-
man, hair, if you can grow hair, it's a win.
Well, dude, now it's not fair though. Now you have turkey, and you have these hair transplants. Everybody get them, so now you can't tell who's gonna
You
go.
gotta take these pills the rest of your
Yeah,
life.
but it's still, dude. If you could go
What's the
from
long-term effect on that?
who cares, dude? Like Viagra and Cialis, I'll take that till my nose bleeds, bud. We're going all weekend. All right. It gets out of control sometimes. Okay, center win. And this is important because I've noticed, like in my Hollywood clients and stuff like that, they've been taking out their boobs, their augmentation. The BBLs are gone. Now it's like the Avril Lavigne 1990s skater thin. Center win, thin or thick?
I like them in the middle.
In the middle.
In the middle.
Okay.
I don't like them fat, but I don't like.
Well,
them
you're
too
fucking
skinny.
skinny and ripped, so it's probably you don't want them too big, huh? Crush your little
Good
ass.
handle.
Yeah. What about you, sin or win? And you're married, so you got to pick the right one. You want them fit, or do you want them thick, or do you want them thin?
I'd say fit.
You want them fit? Fit. Dylan likes fit.
Athletic, yeah.
Athletic.
Yeah.
I'll take all y'all. So if you don't qualify for this, come on over here. List line forms
Watty
to the left.
over there like, I'll take you over there.
If they
Good breeze.
I have nothing but love in here for all you. Okay? And if you're gay and transgender, I'm down for you guys, but I'm just not pregnant. Okay. All right. Sin or win, fighting. We just talked about that. I'm a big fighter. Like, I told Dylan I was at Grizzly Rose and I got in a fight over nothing. And
How long ago?
2 weeks ago. So it's like I'm like almost ancient, and you'd think I'd let that go, but it's just in our culture. And I know a lot of young people are like, dude, we don't fight. Is it sin or win? Violence.
It depends on the situation, but I think you should fight. Win.
Okay, Dylan.
Definitely a win.
Yep.
Win.
Yep.
Okay.
I think a lot of our shit's messed up nowadays because people just can't go outside and have it out.
See, I don't believe in fighting. I think it's a sin.
Yeah, whatever.
I love you all. Cursing. I'm a big curser, if you haven't noticed on this thing. And it's not because I'm not educated enough to learn another word. I just like it. Sin or win? Is it a big thing in your life?
I mean, I cuss a lot too, so win for me.
Win?
It's a win because it's a huge win. And people that don't curse, stay away from them. Because people who curse are the most honest people.
Yeah.
It's the
Fuck
truth.
you.
I was at dinner at Olive Garden the other night with the little kid, and he was 3 years old, and he was saying fucking A. So,
Oh, that's awesome.
That's bad parenting.
That's awesome. My kid's gonna fucking egg. Did you say fucking egg?
fucking A.
You have one. He has headphones. Guys, we have a child over here, but he's got headphones turned all the way up.
I think it's situational. I worked in the corporate world for 26 years, so it's situational. Outside of work, I cuss all the time.
Yeah, because you can't cuss at like Amazon offices, I'm sure.
No, and I don't around my kids. I never have.
Like that. But you did say that little Asian bastard when I came in yesterday.
I did.
Did you mean that?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Okay, so everybody's for
Setting
the
me
person.
up for something.
Well, there's something that matters, and I got tattoos. I don't have the man shit. Dylan has the hair there. He looks like it looks like a sweater when he has his shirt off. But do you V-necks or crew necks?
Crew.
Crew.
Yeah, crew neck.
Crew neck? I'm both, man. Crew. Everybody thinks that you're a little feminine with the V, but I kind of think
Do
it's
you go
cool.
the deep V? Like
I'll
you're
go
getting
the deep V if
some
I was built like
cleavage?
these motherfuckers. I'd deep V that all the way down my nutsack, bro. If I had abs, ask Dylan. When Dylan and me used to get ready for shows, the first thing I did when I got a car to go into a restaurant or a club, take my shirt off. Why? Because I'm like, come on, look at this shit, you know? Okay. Sin or win, and this is big for me too. My dad used to do this shit. Used to drive me nuts. Now I'm more like him. Trucker hats, fitted hats, flat bill, curve bill. Flat bill, curve bill, sin or win.
I like.
You're kind of like in between
medium,
a little bit.
Yeah, I usually get the flat bills and then turn them into the curve bill.
Yeah, yeah. Is there a time when you're driving that's when you do it, or is there a time when you do the flat versus the curve?
Nah, I'm more of a curve, but I don't like. But the trucker hats are too curved for me.
Okay, and then what about the mesh in the back versus fitted versus those little buttons versus
Yeah, I
the
like
fitted?
the button. Yeah, I like the button.
Button?
But I don't like fitted hats.
Yeah, I like fitted hats.
You like fitted hats?
Well, I like them both.
And then do you like curve bill, flat bill?
I like curve bill.
Curve bill?
Yeah.
Curve bill, and I like the buttons.
See, I liked certain things, and then I was around like not too long ago wearing it too low, and this kid's like, "Hey, you look like a fucking idiot." So I was like, "I guess I'm changing my hat."
I just don't like when people keep the stickers on their hats.
Oh,
like, dude,
yeah,
we
don't
know
like
you
that?
bought your
Okay.
hat.
I don't know what the sticker is.
They'll leave like the stickers.
Yeah, the little
on.
like 950 circle hat. Yeah.
Take it off.
The what?
They
It's just like the brand.
Yeah,
It's
they
just
Oh,
the
like-
brand.
yeah,
a
they like-
brand.
yeah, they
oh,
still like
yeah.
to leave it on.
Well, isn't the
It's
brand
a-
like on that? How do you take that off?
No, it's just like the stickers like on the
You
bill.
idiot.
Like, people leave them on, and I just don't. It's stupid.
Okay, this is a bit important one. It's real important because it has to do with your reproductive. Boxers, in or win, sin or win, or is it those tighty whities? Which one is sin or win?
I mean, I wear like the athletic ones.
Yes, you do.
I don't like those loose ones.
The athletic ones. What do we sin or win?
You got to have some support, man.
Support. So you're in the. Are you in the tight ones? Or are you in the
About
banana hat
medium, just normal underwear.
underwear?
Enough to keep
Bo-
it off the side of your leg.
Boxer briefs.
Yeah.
So you're boxers though. That's not what you guys. are
No,
saying.
boxer briefs though. The
Not
boxers
that
were
fucking-
like all flappy. These
Yeah, they're
are
like
tight.
shorts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah,
don't.
your balls are hanging around.
Guys,
there.
guys, I free ball and I ball. I'm all about letting it go, bud. I want those balls to be set away.
Dude, I'm sure
helps the sperm mobility.
You have
the
to
only
have a
thing is I
large
do
collection
sit
of-
on my nutsack a lot and it hurts. And so it's like, damn, maybe I should wear something.
He's
feel like
Asian.
you
They
have-
can't be
I
that
feel-
No,
big.
they're big. Don't let her lie to you.
I feel like you have a lot
They're
of.
like, you see my hand? See how big it is?
You have a
All
lot,
that means is expensive gloves.
You have a lot of banana hammocks, don't you? Watty?
Yeah, I don't know. So we're all saying boxers. They're all saying no. I'm saying yes. We're gonna wrap this up. Watty Watt. We're at the Den Unracked Fitness, Finance, and FUBAR. When you go out, guys, get out there, be social, get off your freaking phones, talk to someone, challenge yourself. This is Watty Watt signing off. Dylan, Brandon, thank you for coming,
Thanks
Bronson.
for coming, man.
Yes, sir. Yeah, thank you for having me.
Grab a pickle, give a tickle.